Hi everybody, Heidi-The, Yorkshire Crafter. How are you doing? I hope you're well. I am actually running on empty. This is the day after getting Lolly. So we did the live yesterday and we didn't sleep. It was an hour, heavy hour, without fail. Gosh, I've just cleaned that. Look at the muck that's just come off that. And I'd already cleaned it. I'll just drying it. Right, I'm going to crack on because we need time. Right, I'm using penny black stamps today. I'm using the sweetly scented. I think this is stunning, but we're not using it all. We're using a bit of it, which is this. We are also using the penny black vintage postcard. So I've already cut the postcard out, but I'm just going to show you because I didn't stamp it all. Yes, I've been playing with colour. This is dead easy what we're doing. You're going to love the results. So I've used Morning Mist, right? But I'm not inking up this. I'm not inking up that, and I'm not inking up that. I literally just wanted that bit in the middle to give me what I wanted. So if I take that, and just make sure there's no one there. No, there ain't. And this is watercolour card. This is the Dale Around watercolour card that I use. That's it. That's all I want. Not worried about that. We're going to be putting some ink around it. So then it wants cutting out, which I've done, so we don't have to waste no time. Can't remember what I've cut it to. I'll let you know in 1 second. So I've cut it down to 3.5, 5 6/8. Go me. Right, also we're going to use, and I'm using these for speed because I've got them. I'm using the Gina K masking magic sheets. I've already got some open. Let me have a look. Now these come in different widths. That's what I'm using now. These are skinny ones, and then they've got bigger ones. And it's up to you what you choose. I thought the thin ones would be nice, but I didn't end up going with them, so I'm just going to crack on with what I did go with. So they come as a mixed set anyway. And I'm just putting some all around edge. You don't need, well, you don't want any of your edge showing, should I say. There. And you can use these again and again and again. I'm just going to move this down because I can't see that far up. Gosh, do you know what? Turn it around, Heidi. Yeah, what a terrible night we had. Oof. You do forget what it's like to have a puppy. And the last strip should cover both sides. There we go. Now we're going to take the stamp and we're going to stamp it with, just moving everything out of the way. Right, I'm just going to pause you 1 second, I'll be back. It might look like I've jumped, but I haven't. I'm just going to pause you a second. Sorry about that. Where was we? I had to run down to the loo, and it's down. The thought best before we started. So if I'm out of breath, I'm still not well and I can't breathe anyway. Right, let's crack on. So, yeah, we're using the Sweetly Scented. I'll show you what I've got. I'll show them on the live. But if you didn't watch the live, there you go. How pretty are they? Gosh, I can't breathe. I've been after some of them for a while. Right, we're using Distress Mustard Seed. I did think about... no, I'll go with what I'm doing. So we've used that one. And we're inking up the stamp. Now, when I did it originally, I went in green with leaves and everything. But I changed my mind because when you put this water to this, and you put a bit of green in, it brings out the nice colour in the leaves. Just realised I put the green away when we need it. Shadow Creek. So I'm using a mix of inks, but they're all Distress inks. They're all, yeah, dye inks. That's the one. So I'm putting plenty down, although you can't see it. And I'm going to stamp it. So we've got the border round. I want it inside the border. That looks okay. Well, it is now. I think the other one that I've just done, I think I might have ruined it. I used a gold Posca pen, but I didn't get it going properly. And it's chucked out a horrible colour, but I mean, it still looks nice. I'm just giving it a bit of pressure there. Oh, perfect. Stay down. Oh, I can see that better than I saw it last one. So same again. I don't need this bottom bit. Right, that's finished with. And we're going to put just some on this side here. So where that is actually where it is on the other side. So it's great to be able to see what you're doing. Let's go. Because I don't want it touching that leaf. I'm going to go there. Big push. Oh, great. Right, I'll clean that off after. I haven't got time now. Gosh, that's so much better than what I saw, what I did. Right, I'm going to use some Shadow Creek. I'm going to put it there. I was putting it on here, but I'm covering the glass up because it'll affect you otherwise. A bit of orange, which is ripe persimmon. I didn't know which I picked, it didn't matter. I'm using some oak moss. And I will actually put some of this yellow here in case we need to top it up again. Right, hold on. This kitchen towel. Now I'm using Flydom, that's for my browns, Nick Pro 2, Nick Pro 3, and I'm using the Fumui number 4 for the point. So we'll get to them when we get to them in a minute. And I'm using just my water is straight in front of me. I'll clean both of them off. Right, I want number 3. And all I'm going to do is wet what's there. And you're just going to bring it to life. You are watercolouring. And I'm just going to bring it to life. And then with the number 2, we're going to grab some orange and just drop it in. And that should be wet enough. Like, it's not exactly wet enough. But just come in with a bit more water. It'll be wet enough if you do one at a time. You know, one petal at a time. So just come in with some more water and it'll chuck it down. And if it's too much, just dab it off and pick it up, but I'm okay with that. Look at the yellow in it already. This is where I'm going to get mixed up. 2's me yellow. No, it ain't. Huh. So, nice and easy. I should do one at a time, really. Pick some of the orange up and just drop it in. It does better if your orange is actually wet as well. Wet, wet. There you go. Now that's too strong for me, so I'm just going to push it back up. And this is where I'll pick some yellow up. So that's the idea. So now I'll just get on and do them. And I've put some of that yellow in because I've just pulled it out, haven't I? So, right, let's do it. Pick up the orange. So, how cool does that look? I think it looks amazing. Oh yeah, there were enough on there. So that will dry a lot lighter and all if you just leave it. So I'll leave it and then you get to see it the other way. Yellow. Yellow. It is really a quick way to do them, you know. The only thing I try and do is keep the shape of my flower at the top here. And the rest of it can do what it wants. Yellow. That's going to bleed into there because they're touching. I could put a bit more there. So easy that, isn't it? Anybody can do this. You do need a silhouette kind of flower. You get your best results. Might take a bit of I'm just putting a bit of that yellow back in again. All I'm doing there is picking some colour out, you know, some water, lift some water in it to take your colour out. That's better. I sometimes don't like it when you can see that line. That's done. It's made it a lot easier for me this time because I can actually see the petals. Be lovely if you did it in pinks and chucked a bit of purple in it. At least you'll be able to see it when you put it down. There we go. It's so nice. It's so natural looking, don't you think? I could sit and do this for ages. In fact, I could stamp some up here and take them down with me. So say we've got Lolly and I've got both grandkids today, of all days. And Lolly's only been here a day. Glutton for punishment. And Andy's at work tonight, just for one night. And then he's got a couple of weeks off with me. Bar one day that he's got to go in. So yeah, I could have done with it without the kids, I suppose. Be right. Tomorrow's another day. See, it's drying lovely, isn't it? If you don't force dry it, just let it dry. It looks so natural. Oops, mix them up. That were orange. They're leaves, they're leaves, they're leaves. I can imagine Andy calling me in a minute. It's nearly time for Rosie to go out. I'll take Lolly in my coat. Like that. Maybe just a bit of water. It's lovely when you add leaves to it. It doesn't take long either, really. Bit of water. I definitely want to see what it's going to look like done in different colours. But I always knew I was going to do this in yellow, so the other flowers would be interesting to see. I mean, you don't need the stamps I've used. If you've got some silhouette stamps, which a lot of us already have, don't we? Oh, excuse me. Right up to the tape at the end. That must have some colour in it. Don't look yellow to me. Clean the water off. There we go, fresh water. Here we go. Toby's here and he says, "Oh, I'll do your filming with your grandma." All right then, kid. And then he went back downstairs. Of course he did. We've got a puppy. Last bit for the flower. Petals. Oh, there's some petals there as well. Just a couple here. We'll do them in one go. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, I thought I'd done a leaf then. I haven't. No, that's fine. Right. So my yellow's done. Keep the orange there just for a minute. So that's my yellow. No, it ain't. Silly Billy. Now I'm going to do the top bit. Is it the bud? I don't know. But I'm going to use my Fly-Dom I've got out now. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the brown we put in, or oak moss. I don't know what colour this is supposed to be, but it worked. It looked okay. And I did take a little bit of orange. That looks okay to me. Bit of the brown. I didn't like how orange that was. I might just leave it like that. Yeah, I like that. That one. I told you it were quick. And that one. I mean, I can always add more water to it if I don't like how dark it is, but it is going to dry lighter, she says. Although that one looks really dark. Shame about that one being orange. It's right. I'm just going to add a little bit of water in them. That's better. And that one, I'm going to try and lift it a bit. Wrong brush, but never mind. That'll do. I'm okay with that. We can always just wet your brush, dot the oh, that's spread really far. Oh, that might be better actually. I didn't put much thought into the colour of these middle bits, to be fair. They'll do. It looks watercolour. Right, and we've just got the green to do, so I'm just going to take any brush. No, I'm not, she says. I'm going to use the Fume brush. And all we're going to do is pick up the green. And with a gentle hand, I'm going to go over the lines. And then when it mixes with the yellow, I get two different colours in the leaves. Some bits are dark, some bits are yellowy, which I think is great. If there's still an offer on these brushes, if you go on the website and put in when you get to the discount code, if you've got a discount code, put in VUUME. Now, it's VUUME20 and you get 20% off. I love the brushes, absolutely, and I love the feel of this. You see how the different colours, I love it. It's like you've spent ages sorting out your colours. I mean, you don't even have to have the postcard bit. I just think it adds to it. It's quite effective. I love that yellow being underneath it. There's a tiny bit there. I clearly didn't need that much ink down, but there you go. I don't want to have them swimming because we need to dry them. Now then, that goes there. And these brushes are really easy to control as well. So that's a bonus. Sorry, I was having an open breath moment then. I don't normally come downwards, I go upwards. So that was a bit weird. It's just so easy. It looks like a masterpiece when it's done. I mean, you can even send this as a postcard. Look, I went out at edge there. Just make a bigger leaf. Yeah, you could actually send it as a postcard. Name and address on the other side. You'd have to protect this. Either use the spray or the glaze. Because it's water reactive, it will run. It'll get to where it's going and it'll have no picture on it. Can you imagine? How quick does this go? I think I've touched it there, but hey ho, it is what it is. I love the lines and everything behind the picture. I wanted to just leave it to dry, but I'm going to have to help it, I think, because these got very wet. We want to come down there, down there. Oh. Okay, we're just about done. Thing is, if I put heat to it, this will lift the tape and I need the tape down. I'm not liking them bits. But I think once I finish it'll look fine. Right, I'm going to have to give it a quick blast. Don't want to, but... And I know that these will lift straight away. I know what they're like. Oh, we might have got away with it. I think we have. Right, I'm just going to take a yellow brush and I'm using Sunray. And we're not doing hard, we're keeping it quite light. And you're just coming in round edge. It's just to make it know that you've had that border there really. I could have used the ink we've got down here, but I didn't want it to be the same colour. I wanted it to just be slightly lighter. And they could have done with being blended out a bit more. It'd be fine. Now, I haven't put any kind of sentiment on this. It's up to you what you want to do. I don't think it needs it personally. Now, let me just check that that's enough to see. There, can you see the little bit here? I think we've done it. I think that's enough. Doesn't look a lot. Now, if I can, I found one. I had one in cupboard, my gold. I'm not going to use that pen that I just used because I didn't like it. That's mixed enough, is that? I'll have to get some more. It's its first outing today and it doesn't, I use so much of it, it just goes. I love the marker in these. Now then, I want to, it's enough. I think that's enough. That'll do. Stop. Right. We want to give it another blast. And then we're done, we'll put it together. Yeah, it's just needed that tiny bit, not the load that the other pen put on. And then if you catch this right in light, it's a gorgeous look. I can't believe that these aren't pulled off with heat. There we go. How stunning is that? I'll keep that. I stick it to my wall in front of me. I think that is absolutely gorgeous. Right, I need to stick them both down to be fair because I didn't stick the other one down yet. So what I've got two innies, two matte and layers. So let's stick these down. Now the overall card size, ideally if you'd cut it a bit shorter on either side, just on the long ends, you'd have been able to get away with a 6 before. But I'll tell you its size when I'm finished in a minute. It's definitely 4, but I think it's 6 and an 1/8. I'll have a look in a minute. So because I didn't know which I like best, the yellow or the green, I did one of each. I was going to put gold on, but I thought, no, it just wants to look how stunning it is. If you did just put it on that colour card base, it'd have been lovely. So this is the one I did earlier. I didn't even come up to do this. I've just done the aftermath of the live. And I know I mentioned these last night. And I thought, I already knew what I was doing with them. I thought, oh, let's have a quick play. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I knew it didn't take long, so. But I'll show you this one face on in a minute, where I didn't like the gold. Okay, yeah, it came out more of a brown. I mean, it looks okay. I love my flowers. I think I like them better on this one. Oh, it's stunning. And then I've got 2 bases. Now, my base card is quite flimsy. I'll tell you its size, actually. So, we have got, yeah, it's 6 1/8 by 4. So, you're just going to be slightly over. Would you get away with it if you cut it down? I mean, if you cut it down all round, you'd get away with it. But I'll just put mine in a brown envelope. I'll make my own envelopes like I do. And I'm not going to pop them up. And I'm not putting any bling on them. I don't think they need it. Well, what an absolutely lovely spring card, isn't it? I tell you, I'm starting to like my own cards a lot more lately. Apart from this, I have to keep doing. But on the inside, it's the same card. It's cut off the same sheet as the base. But I'm just putting this on because you've made the front thicker with your picture. So this will literally make it stronger on the back as well. Like I say, I've used flimsy cards, so that's perfect now. That's give you what you'd normally get. I wonder why I like top full cards like that. Don't like them like that. Oh, I mean, I don't mind them. I just don't like doing them myself. So I'm right pleased. I'm going to go down now, take Rosie out, and come back and do a tiny bit of training with Lola. I'm going to do 10 minutes to start off with. Oh, that one's a bit touch and go for size, that one. Oh, I bet that's longer than, isn't it? Yeah, that's 6 1/8. Oh no, it's the same size. It's just that's bigger. That's okay. No, it's not. Shouldn't have done that. That's really naughty. It needs a sliver off. I don't know how much, and that's got glue underneath it, so I need to think about that. Probably ruin it because it's going to be in the wrong place there now. See, there's always a way around it. That'll do it. That looks better. A lot better. Happy with that. I might cut a smidgen off the bottom. Happy with that, she says, taking it back to bits. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Stick this on the inside. If you notice, I've stopped using them as much because they're so expensive. There we go, so my card's nice and strong on the inside and it isn't outside. So there you go. I hope you like them. Which is your favourite, the green or the yellow backing? Oh, I think I'm going green now. I hope you like it. That's a quick card, isn't it? And it's beautiful. Oh, look how the brown ran down there into the flower. Does it matter? Right, I'm going to go clean this up and get out. I'll catch you soon. Love ya. Bye.